The alpha server for the Foraging Update has just dropped in Hypixel Skyblock. However, there are some key concerns and issues that I have with it at the moment, particularly in the form of the Attribute Revamp, which we'll get onto this in a minute. I would have given you some actual gameplay for the alpha server, however, I got kicked for being apparently quote-unquote AFK, so that was very fun, thank you admins. However, I will try and include some alpha gameplay and post it on this channel either tomorrow or Saturday, so make sure to like and subscribe for that if you haven't already. Also, join our Discord, shown on screen now. Here you'll be able to find latest update news, money making methods, guides, events, and even more. Anyway, so let's get on to what I think about this update. First of all though, let's talk about what actually happened today. Basically, the alpha server opened and it was only originally to 50 people, and they had to be MVP plus or higher. Even within the first hour, the player count trying to get into alpha reached around 3,000 players, showing just how hyped this update actually is. And now the alpha limit is opened up to 400 people, so it's a bit easier to get in. However, currently, literally as we speak, I'm still number 2,500 in the queue. So if you're trying to get to alpha at the moment and you haven't already, I'd just kind of leave it a few days until it gets a little bit less competitive. As currently, you could be waiting up to 8 hours, maybe even more, to actually get in. And then you could also get kicked for AFK, server restarts, things like that as well. So it just really isn't worth the hassle in my opinion. However, if you are willing to wait, bear in mind you can still log on to the main Hypixel server whilst you are waiting in the alpha queue. So just open two instances, one on 1.8.9 of course to play Skyblock as normal, and also then one on 1.21.5 to play the alpha. And that's another point, you do need to be in 1.21.5 to be able to actually access the alpha and foraging update features. If you didn't know, the attributes are getting completely revamped in the way they work. Basically, for attributes that are already owned, for example, let's take this 10-10 Gold Roll Crimson set that you can see here, Magic Find 10, Veteran 10. All of these will become absolutely useless once the update drops, and they can be traded into the new attribute system. The way it works basically is you go up to the attribute fusion place, and then you place your armor piece in, and it'll give you back the attribute points for the new system, which the attributes cap out at 10 for each one, as far as I know. This means that where you could have got previously up to level 80 of any given attribute, you can now only get up to level 10. However, all attributes are available at once, which means that you kind of win some, you lose some. However, for things like Slayers, this is a huge nerf, but for more generalized things, this is definitely a buff. A lot of players are very angry about these new attribute changes. What I will say though, is just give the admins time to try and balance out different things. Of course, it was never going to be perfect straight away. I do think that we just need to give admins a bit of time, let them change a few things, and then see once they're ready and once they think it's perfected, then we'll talk about the different attributes and what they do. Before then though, just wait a bit, be patient, and we'll see what changes are made. In addition to this, certain gold rolls, particularly the ones most favoured by the community, like Magic Find Veteran Crimson, Lifeline Mana Pool Terror, Mana Pool Mana Regen Aurora, and also smaller ones like Magic Find Vitality Crimson, Lifeline Mana Pool on equipment pieces, things like that. All of these can be salvaged as well for Ananke feathers, which I probably butchered the pronunciation, but you can see the spelling on screen now. These Ananke feathers are absolutely crazy, and what I have the biggest issue with for this update. At current rate, if we look at the F7 RNG meter, as you can see here, you need 274,000 XP to get Necron's handle. However, with these feathers, it's only going to take you 34 feathers to get this handle, which is absolutely nuts. This is literally ridiculous, as donating a full set of Magic Find Veteran Crimson will give you currently 47 feathers, aka about 1.5 handles, or about 1 billion coins worth of stuff, give or take. On the auction house currently it's only about 800 million coins, meaning these RNGs are bound to plummet in price when the update actually drops. And of course, Crimson Armor probably isn't even the best coins to feather ratio. There's probably better ones out there. If you know any better ones, please do let me know in the comments. As I mentioned, I haven't been on alpha to test this for myself. So I really do hope that the admins do tweak a few numbers and make this a bit more of a realistic change. As currently, it's going to lead to a huge deflation in loss of RNGs, including the Necron's handle, Wither Scrolls, the Judgment Core, the Van's Alloy, and things like this as well. So please admins, change some of the numbers around, and yeah, I really don't want a Necron's handle being 50 million coins in the Big 25. I'm not going to go over all the other changes to the alpha server in this video, as other people will already be making videos on them, and I don't really want to go and steal screenshots and videos from other people just for you guys to see it. So go and watch their videos. I'll leave linked also the forums post by Namle. Thank you to this guy for making a forums post to show everything that's being added in the Foraging Update. So that'll be linked in the pinned comment as per usual. Anyways, that concludes today's video. Short and sweet, I know. Just want to get this point across to you guys. And do let me know your thoughts on it in the comments down below. I'm really interested to hear what you guys think. And any suggestions that you have to make the situation a bit better, also comment those. Do please make sure to like and subscribe, as we will be posting these Foraging Update videos almost daily on this channel. So make sure to subscribe to not miss out when they are posted. I'll also be posting some Foraging Update gameplay and more in the coming days. Do make sure to join the Discord, linked on screen now and also in the pinned comment, and thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.